Hi, the date is July 22nd, and I just got the email of my dreams. One of many that have happened this year. I'm going to play Metaphor at a private location in New York City in 3 weeks. This is hard to believe that this is happening, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna vlog this whole thing, see how this goes, and show you guys exclusive footage of Metaphor, I guess. So thank you, Atlus, for inviting me to the Metaphor media tour. For those of you guys that don't know, I also got invited this year to the STROHL media tour for Final Fantasy XIV, and that was literally, it's July, so that was 2 months ago, in May, that happened. And then I got an email to be invited to go to the Yakuza event. And those emails were 2 days apart. The Yakuza RGG, like Essence of Fandom event at Anime Expo. This has been the craziest year of my life. And all with games that have like meant the world to me. Like FF14, been playing for 7 years. Big fan, get invited to STROHL media tour. Yakuza, been big fan for 4 years. And then I get invited to sing karaoke and be an official cosplayer as Majima for their event. And now for Atlus, I get to go to the Metaphor media tour, which is like the most hyped I've been excited for a brand new IP ever in my life. Like, I'm so excited for Metaphor that it's crazy, and it's like, it's just literally such an honor to be invited to this. So hi, let's just see Metaphor stuff since that's what you guys are here to see. Also, Blue Badger. We made it to New York and I'm so tired. Please. I had to get up at 4 a.m. this morning for my flight. I made it here and immediately hung out with my friend June that I met at the 14 media tour, and just got back to my hotel, met Nico B for like a few minutes. I told him I need a power nap and then we're gonna go out to dinner later. Yay, but I made it, yay! And I have an amazing view of New York in my background. Holy crap, I'm on the 19th floor. I have an insane view, what the hell? I'm spoiled! Look who it is! It's Nico! I know that guy!
Am I in video right now?
Yeah!
Oh.
What do you have to say?
I'm having a good time here.
But you're pointing, so I think you're supposed to be saying objection.
Objection!
There you go!
Yes. Objection.
What about you, Gnarly?
Objection!
Whoa! Shit! I didn't get to record yesterday, but let me just tell you, I had like one of the best nights of my life. I didn't know that Louisiana was gonna be here, and Frankie, Lulia, and Runebi. I only just found out about Runebi 2 weeks ago. So I got to meet Runebi. My life is complete. It is now 8 in the morning and I have to get a shower and I have to get ready, and then Metaphor media tour. Is this real? Let me just tell you guys a story real quick. So whenever I saw them come into the lounge area here at the hotel, the three of them came out, Frankie, Hannah, and Runebi. They came out, and as soon as I saw them, I was standing far away, but as soon as I saw them, I recognized them, and my jaw dropped, and I was like, I was just standing there completely in shock. I was starstruck, so to speak. and and then I just stood there for like a whole minute. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I just stared at them, literally like, and my friends, Nico B, you guys know Nico. I was hanging out with Nico, Mr. Happy, and Gnarly. Mr. Happy and Gnarly, like, both were pushing me to go say hi. They were pushing me, and then Nico was pushing, and then Mr. Happy was like waving them down. They're like, hey! And I'm like, no! Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. But they're wonderful. I'm so happy, and now I have to get ready to go to the Metaphor Media Tour and see them again. Ah! Oh my god. Anyway, Metaphor, I'm here for Metaphor, oh my god, but I'm meeting my friends. Oh my god, this is the best day. Let's do this. So fancy. We're ready. This is the outfit. Wish me luck, y'all.
You had time. You had to take your time.
Oh my god. Oh!
That's kind of fun.
Oh my gosh.
This is gorgeous. Whoa. Holy. Wow.
Feels crazy to be here.
Look, this is David.
Hi.
And Gnarly.
Atlus gang represent.
And my new friend Daniel.
Hello. With phones. I can't wait till I upload this video and everyone's like, oh, hey, I recognize that person.
I'm glad that they let us film from the balcony because the venue was absolutely gorgeous and so fitting too. It's like whenever we stepped into this venue, it felt like we stepped into a fantasy world. It was such a unique building. The venue itself was called the Angel Orenzes Foundation in New York City. I don't know what that is, but now you know what the name of the building is, so now you can Google it. That's where we were. So they had these beautiful canvas paintings on each side of the walls in the venue that were just incredibly beautiful. I wish I could take one home and put it in my house. I totally would. They were just gorgeous. The concept art in this game is just way too good.
I like in the concept art they're together a lot. They're like bros.
They are!
Aren't they?
Yes, they're always together.
He's the bro. He's the bro character. He's Bibbles Ryuji.
Oh my god, that is true. He's the Junpei.
So we got to see their final game trailer first before anyone else, which was really, really cool. The PR director at SEGA basically told us that they had just finished this trailer 2 days ago prior to us watching it, which is crazy to get to watch something like that for the first time. And my hype for this game just keeps on skyrocketing.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same.
I just want to note that with Count Louise Guilloburn, I think his name is, that the character design here is very interesting. Like the cape that he's wearing that has like the very rigid shoulders, the in-between seams you can see are like a spade design, but that same cape is also worn by Hulkenberg, and she has a club design. So slight difference, but I'm very interested to see if this cape also comes across other soldiers, because I know Hulkenberg used to be a soldier for Cat Louise at some point. We don't know her story or anything yet, but we just know that bit of backstory. So I imagine that's where her cape design comes from and why it's so similar to Mr. Count Louise, and we'll see where that goes. I just noticed small costuming details. The intro is just so extremely stylish, and I'm just so excited to see more menu stuff, more UI things. Like, if this is the intro, we're in for a ride.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Iconic bitchin' name. I just want to mention that, like, as I was inputting my name in this moment, there was a staff member that was walking behind my TV, and I was really hoping that he wasn't looking at my screen and wasn't judging me for what I named my, myself. That's not even the protagonist's name, like, you yourself as the player. This is weird.
A most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy.
The last thing I expect to open the game up with is for the fourth wall to be broken right at the start, honestly. And it's by, like, a scheming man, too. Is this a metaphor that we as humans are, like, our worst enemy? Because, like, your theme is anxiety, right? I don't know. I think I'm understanding something, but at the same time, it's also based on the assumption that the scheming man at the beginning of the game that talks to you is also a human. I don't know. My brain just kind of, like, went in that direction. Take with that what you will.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
I'm, like, immediately in love with Gallica's voice, I just gotta say. Like, whenever you think of, like, a fairy character in a game, you usually think, like, high-pitched, oftentimes annoying. But I really like the tone that Gallica has, like, right off the start, just based off of her tone alone. And I hope that keeps up throughout the game.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives?
The protagonist actually talks. No silent protagonist. This ain't Persona. This protagonist is so talkative. It'll literally, like, if you've played any Atlus game, this will definitely be a culture shock to you with how much the protagonist actually talks. And not only that, how sassy he is.
So, what brings you to enlist?
I just want to kill some time.
I know your type. I suppose this work attracts degenerates.
Dude has no idea.
Any skills to speak of?
I've always been pretty lucky.
I asked for your skills.
boy.
Too bad, because my playthrough was gonna be hard mode and just allotting my skill points to luck. I'll show him that luck is a goddamn skill, bruh.
Wait, is that a fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
Fairy. I didn't see a fairy.
I love this little bit and the sass. I'm gonna love this Protag and Gallica combo. I think the two of them together are very interesting already. And don't get me wrong, I actually do like silent protagonists. This just completely blew me away. Like, I was not expecting such a vocal protagonist. Hearing him talk already at the beginning, I was like, "This what?" The amount of dialogue options, hello? He already has so much character, and I love the protagonist already. I spent a stupid amount of time in this like opening starter world where all of these enemies are a lot stronger than you are. You can die so easily, and I thought I was tough shit. I was like, I'm just level 1. You know what? I'm OP. I can take on anything. No, Crystal, you can't. I almost died. I thought I was tough shit, and I got humbled real quick. This game has a memorandum. So anything you want to know about the stories, the character, they have it broken down by nature, magic, history, and culture. It can all be found in this menu, and it's easily accessible by like clicking on the D-pad at any time, clicking down on the D-pad specifically at any point in time during your gameplay. So you have quick access to the memorandum, and then you can learn about anything you want to learn about. Even in the first 2 hours of the game that I played, there was a lot of very, very interesting things in there that I already got like theory crafting about, like the world of Metaphor and how this plot's gonna go. Here are all of your settings. Woo! It looks like you can indeed change your difficulty from the main menu. We weren't allowed to play on the Regicide mode, which is the hardest mode in the game, in our demo in our playthrough. I don't know if that is going to be how it is going to be on release. I certainly hope not. Or if it's like a Regicide mode only unlocks after like a New Game Plus mode. I also hope that's not the case.
This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters.
I love this line by Gallica. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. Ha 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 ha! That's the theme of the game. Humans are the main enemies of Metaphor, so it absolutely means something.
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
This segue to some jamming music coming in as you play is so great, and I love the implementation here. Even in the memorandum later, it mentions magic can conjure music to uplift mood. Like, it's part of the magic and lore in the game. I love this. I love this. I love this. Not to mention, I love like the style of the music in itself. I really love and appreciate just how tribal it feels. It's appropriate for the game. Transition to anime cutscene is hell yeah.
By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Hey, this city kind of reminds me of like Attack on Titan, and now I just envision that these walls are made out of Titans/humans. Certainly hope that's not the case, but my theories are already just reeling already in a lot of different directions.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
This poor Parapist tribe. Yikes, you immediately see so much discrimination in this game, especially toward you as the protagonist. Very interesting.
Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down. okay?
Clamars are the race that STROHL seemingly is. I think there's more to STROHL personally than that. But Clamars are the tribe that have the horns. The Rosants are the elven-like tribe, like Hulkenberg. So these are your two most popular tribes in the game. There are apparently 9 total, 8 tribes that people acknowledge, I guess. And the Elda tribe, which is your protagonist, they don't even regard them as existing, which is great. It's gonna be very, very important to the main plot eventually, I'm sure, but we don't know where that is going quite yet. We just see a ton of discrimination, not just toward the protagonist, but some other tribes as well.
The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Bro, this man is vaping in my fantasy game. Can't believe I saw this guy vaping.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
I love how serious of a tone that this game starts out with, like, right out of the gate. Your first mission of the game, even though it's a tutorial, it doesn't feel like a tutorial, honestly. It's dire. We need to get in contact with our contact that is here to try to save the prince, who is dying. And we also know now at this time that the protagonist is best friends with the dying prince, who is heir to the throne of the king that was assassinated at the opening cutscene of the game. Like, it's crazy.
Oh.
I'm just so invested in the story already.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
I like this about Gallica, where it says, Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. I can only laugh because I can't wait to see how many dumb ideas she actually does have. I love the horses! They're like a mix of like donkeys and horses, and they just look so derpy and cute, and I love their design.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an Elden child. Are you new to our fair city?
I want whatever this girl is dealing me. I'm not kidding. I love her design. Her bodysuit also is very similar in design to Hulkenberg's underneath the cape that Hulkenberg wears. This shady lady also wears like a ruffle here, which Hulkenberg also wears. So the similarities between these two are very interesting, and I'm kind of speculating that they either know each other, have worked together, or are related to each other in some way. On the flip side, I don't want whatever this lady is dealing. Dude, this lady sticks out like a turd on a charcuterie board. She's got a cool design though. I don't know why I said that, bro. Anyway. Oh my god, Gallica's not letting us go to the tavern. Girl, I need a drink after how much shit people are talking about me left and right just for being a tribe.
Elden rubbish, Elden rubbish, Elden rubbish.
Like, oh geez, sorry, I'm existing. In looking into the lore of this game via the Memorandum, the mysterious Elda tribe that the protagonist are condemned by the Sanctus Church, it says, for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the church. That feel when you're discriminated so hard against that like other tribes literally tune you out to the point of believing that you don't exist. Like, that's rough, buddy. But very interesting things in the Memorandum at this point in the game. transition screen is so cool. I love like the casual just walk in like you're walking through the city, and it's perfect. I love that transition.
Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Okay, so Frankie Lalia, my friend, brought it to my attention at this event that STROHL is voiced by Stuart Clark. I have been paying attention to STROHL's voice since I heard it at Anime Expo when I played the demo, and I didn't put two and two together until she said it. So I proceeded to listen to STROHL after she said that, and I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe I did not hear that before.
Oh.
God.
Are you enjoying it?
Wait, no, it's not him. Listen to him. Listen to him. It's not Stuart. Listen. I never really thought of that.
You know, when the late king took the throne...
Oh my god, now I hear it. Wait, here now.
He made grand claims about unifying...
I think it is. Bro, that's him. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
By the time that this video comes out, I'm pretty sure the voice actors are going to be officially announced. But as of me recording this at this time, it has not been officially released. But I am damn sure that that is Stuart Clark, who plays Dion in Final Fantasy 16.
Come, Mario, we must away. Allow me to prime so that I can be on mount. On my back then, Mario. We must away to Bowser's kingdom.
I just love STROHL. His opening scene where you meet him, he's immediately sassy, he's immediately smuggy. You already got this like air of mystery, like why is this noble from some country enlisting in the army? He has his reasons, he says, but you don't know. But I already love him. I love him so much. Like he's gonna be my favorite. I'm sure. Maybe not. I'm sure that he might be though. I really wish I brought my lapel mics for this, but in essence, I sat down with Frankie, Hannah, and myself, and we sat down and just chatted for a while about the game, a lot of things. But this is the official first meeting of the STROHL's Girls Fan Club. This was our first official meeting of the club, and if you would like to enter the fan club, all you need to do is go to my Discord, where we have a text channel dedicated to Metaphor and STROHL, because I'm already obsessed. Anyway, we also talked about how we think that we are the 3 people out of the 24 technically, so there were 24 other content creators and journalists invited to go to this event. We're pretty convinced that like between the 3 of us, we were the slowest and the people that were furthest behind in our playthrough of the game. We just took it so slow. We explored every inch and every NPC that was available to us. Hannah and Frankie didn't even finish the first boss. I was able at least to barely finish the first boss, but they were like, Hannah was like, I just awakened and I had to stop after that. I thought that was so funny. Poor Hannah. And then I discussed my Hunter x Hunter journey since I just started watching the anime recently and they both love it. So I talked about that just a little bit before we went back to our stations and played more Metaphor, but then we took a little bit of a break to just chat and take more footage of the venue and stuff.
Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
He called me a friend.
An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those.
So, now we know that the protagonist is 18 and an orphan. Go figure! We can check that off. I'm expecting him to have some sort of amnesia, which would mark off another check mark on my JRPG bingo card. We don't know yet if he has some sort of amnesia. I'm just gonna guess that that's gonna come up at some point in time. Hello, STROHL.
An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force, crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rusant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Hi, I still love STROHL a lot already.
Hey. You awake?
Is it morning already?
Does it look like morning? Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
So now we get more protagonist backstory at this point in time. So we got more things to cross off the JRPG bingo card. The home village got burned down. Imagine that, that's a popular one. Which I also think is meant to add to the theme of metaphor a little bit more here, just saying, on an overarching plot storytelling thing.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
The immediate flashback here with the prince is really, really, really cute too. Such a vocal protagonist. It's just so nice to see overall, but I just really love this immediate connection that we feel to as the protagonist to the overarching story. I feel connected and I feel immersed and it feels great and I want to save the prince right away. He's my best friend apparently and I feel that energy already.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, 1 day remains.
I love the time passing transitions here. I'm not sure what Idol's Day, Flames Day, Water's Day, Arbor's Day, and Metal's Day are. I'm assuming they're like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever days equivalent in this fantasy world. I'm hoping not though, because I don't need more things to keep track of. There's a lot of differences to keep track of.
This is...
Cutscene transition is peak. I love this so much.
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors. This is bad.
Let's talk about the enemies and their design for a little bit. So the enemies in the game, we are well aware at this point in time that they are called humans. In the beginning of the game, the human shapes that we fight as enemies right now are eggs. We fight an enemy that looks like a tooth, like human tooth, and then the boss at the end of the first dungeon also is like an Adam and Eve interpretation in my opinion, well with the tree-like figure and apples hanging off of it. I do think that it's all supposed to mean something to the overarching theme that they're trying to tell with the game, but it's just very interesting to see the types of enemies that we're fighting, very human-based. Different variation of human, so to speak. The battle system! Let's talk about it now that we're here. So you have a little bit of out-of-combat battling that you can use to get an advantage in battle before you actually initiate. Then when you're in the battle, you have the press turn system that we see in SMT games. It's pretty much the same thing. It's one of my favorite battle systems, and I kind of love seeing it in the Metaphor franchise now. Also, with this being my first level up in the game, you can see that point allocation also from the SMT games is back in the Metaphor franchise as well. So for my playthrough, I'm going to be doing hard mode, and 100% of my points are going into luck. Don't ask me why. I don't even know what the luck stats are always different in every game. So we're going to find out what luck is going to do in this game, because that's what I'm going to do.
Okay? Gotta heal up! How is it this STROHL?
I'm distracted. You two, run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live.
Can anyone get on healing duty?
Wasn't enough.
What? No! Please, say something!
STROHL! Don't be a fool. Just run before it...
I am thou. Thou art I. By the power vested in me, I have given you protagonist powers and mental fortitude. Now, apparently, I need you to rip out your metal heart, like this is a normal thing to do. Now awaken to Arsene, I mean not Arsene. That's what they're doing, okay? It's a persona moment, just, it's called an awakening.
Come forth, royal soul!
Now thou strive for greater heights.
Look, that STROHL guy is still alive.
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice. Grius! Oh, thank goodness you're alive.
Enter the DILF. Hello.
He's our man on the inside, the one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about.
This is where Hannah sat, and she just got an awakening. And she had to stop. Me. This is Frankie. Oh, gosh. Embarrassing. You didn't finish the boss. Let's talk for a second because I'm still kind of shaking. So we just got back from the Metaphor Media Tour and we got to play the game for like 2.5 hours, and I spent about like 30 minutes away just admiring the scene. The whole venue was so beautiful and it felt so fantasy too. They literally chose the perfect venue to showcase this Metaphor Media Tour. Like seriously, such big hats off to the dev team, the social media team, PR team. Like they nailed this media tour and I could not be more excited because SEGA has really never done this type of Western marketing before, and I'm just so thankful that they're finally doing these Western marketing pushes. They never did this. This is their first time. So this is a really big deal, and they're kind of nailing it, which is even more like super impressive. Of course, I gave the team feedback from what I know about like Western marketing, and they seem to appreciate the things that I had to say, so they'll try to keep on improving on it, but seriously, but I have to say, at the end of the day, after the dev, there was like a mini dev talk at the very end, and Jeremy, who runs the Atlus social media channels, came up to me and he was like, hey, did GameSite, the agency who asked us to be here, did GameSite contact you and tell you that the devs wanted to talk to you? And I was like, no? What do you mean? I like, my heart dropped because I was like, I wasn't told about this. And he was like, yeah, they want to talk to you. Can you come over here? So he takes me to the dev team and they pinpointed me. They pinpointed me. There's like all these other people that are here, all of my friends that are here and colleagues. I admire everybody that is here, and I immediately started shaking. So I'm like, I mean, I've interviewed like Sakamoto-san for the producer of RGG Studios before, and they actually, the translator girl, she recognized me. She was like, oh, I remember you from 2 years ago. And I'm like, oh my God, hi. That's crazy. But just, they pointed me out and they were like, oh, thank you for being here. Thank you for playing our game. We love your content. And I'm like, excuse me. I almost started crying, actually. I'm even shaking just telling this story. It's just really wild that they pinpointed me out. They asked me my thoughts on the game, and I didn't get to record any of it. Jeremy got it all on footage, I think, the social media guy, so maybe it'll be on social media channels. I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but in essence, I told them my honest thoughts about the game, and I didn't have anything bad to say. It might be just because like I'm riding on the hype wave of like, I've been so excited for Metaphor for so long, and I'm also like really proud of SEGA's marketing. I'm really proud of how they're presenting the game. I think that they're just doing a lot of good things with Metaphor. I told the devs, I was like, it feels like that Metaphor is a true MO for Atlus. It feels like their best culmination of the things that Persona did great, the things that SMT did great, and they combine them into this whole new fantasy realm. They're pushing, I can tell that the devs are pushing themselves, and I can also tell that there's a lot of passion behind this game. I can also tell that I feel like I could just talk on for ages about how impressed I am with this game already, and I've only played it for the first 2 hours of the game. But I told them in particular that I can see the message of the game. I told them that I know that the theme that they're going for Metaphor is based on anxiety. I see the writing and the message behind what they're doing with the game so far because, you know, if their theme is about anxiety, and we're fighting enemies that are humans, it almost feels like we're fighting our inner human selves. Like there's a clear metaphor to the writing there, and I can see that already in the first hour of the game, and I really appreciated that. And I told them in particular that anxiety is a topic that means a lot to me because that's something I suffer from, is anxiety disorder. So I have already been more inclined to like this game whenever they initially said that it was about anxiety. And their response to me telling them about this, the devs shook their head and they smiled. They're like, wow, we are very impressed that you were able to catch that much within the first hour of the game. And I was like, yeah, I think it's very apparent already, and it's very, the messages are already very strong. The first bit of the game is a very, very strong impression. You're left with so many questions. The tutorial also doesn't feel too tutorial-y. I applauded them on the tutorial aspect of the game. I'm like, it doesn't feel like I'm forced to go to some like bandit territory to get my tutorial of the game done. Like, it's not that. And it doesn't feel like that. I think it has like the strongest hook to a game I have seen from the Atlus team in the first hour of the game. I'm extremely invested in the world that they created already, and it is amazing. It did not take me playing that long to be invested in the characters, in the world, the tribes, the races, the character design. I'm already like really looking at the character design. I just really expressed how impressed I was at how detailed the team went, and they were just very impressed with the things that I caught on to immediately, and they were extremely thankful that I had that much good things to say, and they also told me that they're looking forward to my playthrough. Okay, so I'm gonna go because I have to go hang out with my friends in the one evening that we have together. I'm gonna go hang out with Frankie and Hannah and some others, I'm sure. I don't know yet, we're figuring it out, but I'm gonna go hang out with them and I'll tell you guys more of my thoughts later, but I just wanted to get this documented as fast as I could so no details leave my brain. And they also wanted to take a picture with me too, and then I felt bad because I started like a train of like every creator there wanted to take a picture then too, but they asked me in particular, like they pulled me aside for this, and I am so honored. So like after I walked away from the devs, I actually just started tearing up. Like I was immediately just crying because I was very thankful that they have noticed my content, they like my content, they like what I have to say about their content, which I think means the most to me. Thank you so much to the Atlus team, SEGA team, everybody. I'm just so thankful to be alive and be here. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video and the content. I'm really trying to push myself this year with putting out better content. Oh my god. The devs are gonna watch my playthrough. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, bye. See you later.
Wait, no, it's not him. Listen to him. Listen to him. It's not Stuart. No! Bro, that's him. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.